Are you ready to ride the self-esteem roller coaster? First of all, let's understand what self-esteem is. According to Simon and Schuster, self-esteem is the disposition to experience oneself as being competent to cope with the basic challenges of life and of being worthy of happiness. In other words, it's the way you feel with yourself. And while you are growing, you start to develop an opinion about yourself. That's self-esteem. It's an endless roller coaster that can tide us with wrong thoughts, or it could make us feel great. It could make our life an awesome ride or a scary experience. But be aware, because sometimes our mind can confuse us. And it can make our self-esteem go down and down. Now, let's make it easier. Self-esteem can be low or high. Low self-esteem feels like when you start plummeting in the roller coaster. You can identify low self-esteem if you feel worthless, like you don't deserve anything. You feel like the worst people alive and the sadness chases you anywhere. On the other hand, we have high and healthy self-esteem. When you feel strong, you have positive image of yourself, you are confident and you don't have problems to establish relationships. Also, you make and keep friends easier. Self-esteem depends on many factors, such as the external appearance or the economical position. But the internal factors of self-esteem could affect it even more, like the love. Someone who feels that nobody loves him could have low self-esteem. The same for someone who has bad grades, and this can even lead to depression. But improved self-esteem is easier than you think. These are some tips that can help you to feel better with yourself and also make you happier. By this way, you can find the awesome side of the life. Tip number 1. Don't compare yourself with the others. Remember that everyone is different. Imagine if all the people were the same. It sounds boring, so accept yourself as you are because you are unique. There's just one you in the world. Tip number 2. Don't worry about what the people say. You don't have to change just because you are different. Be always deaf to the negative comments, and also don't judge yourself, because it is true that the worst judges are ourselves. Tip number 3. Recognize your qualities. You can start by making a list of all the things you are good at. Try to do it by yourself, and also you can ask to your family or close friends. They know and appreciate yourself. Self-knowledge is one of the most important factors that make possible a healthy self-esteem. If you know who you are, looking beyond the exterior, you will find the real you. This is the person you should know. How is his personality? What are his abilities and defects? In this topic, I could learn that you can love someone you don't know. I have to know myself to appreciate me as a person. Now I know what is the key to feel the happiness in its maximum expression, by loving yourself.